Pimpin coming at you. My man Cletus here.
How y'all doing today?
Interested in doing another show with my man Clueless. 4thKiTV.
It's Cletus, folks.
Clueless Cletus, my man. Coming at you with the 2012 NBA All-Star Break mid-season top 8 teams with each conference. We're going to go after a most improved team, most disappointing team. We're going to go after a couple things right here. You know, first we're going to start off with the Eastern Conference. And for once, I'm going to let my man Cletus go first and see what the non-top 8 teams really aren't.
Alright, I must feel so special, because I am.
Go ahead and enlighten me.
Okay, well, we know, number one, of course, Miami Heat.
Okay, we're going to agree on that.
LeBron James is playing fantastic right now with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh.
Mario Chalmers is playing good.
Is playing well.
Yeah.
They actually have pretty good guard play this year.
Yeah, Mike Miller back.
Yeah, yep. And the coach, he's coaching pretty well. He's coaching them very well.
Spoelstra, he's alright. I like that guy. He took a lot of heat last year.
He did. He's coming to his own.
For the Heat.
Right. Okay, that's a good one. All right, number 2, I have Chicago Bulls. You know, they've had a slew of injuries. Derrick Rose has been hurt, back spasms. Rip has been hurt since January 28th.
Yeah.
So the chemistry there, it's not fully, all together, but it will get up together.
Yeah, that's a good team.
Yeah, Carlos Boozer is even playing well.
Oh yeah, he's a
Noah is out there too. You know, they have a pretty good team right now. You know, and they know each other. You know, although the chemistry still is not there with the newer players.
1 and 2 are pretty basic, so,
enlighten
me here.
All right, number 3, I have Indiana. Roy Hibbert is a reserve all-star. He's playing well. He's playing very well.
Indiana. This is the top. This is the top 8 teams, right?
Top 8 teams.
Okay.
Top 8 teams.
Indiana number 3.
Indiana's number 3.
Remember that, Cletus.
Make
sure you rewind that.
And y'all know I'm an Indiana boy.
That's what it is.
Man,
that's what it is.
Now number 4, I have Philly. Okay, they have a great guard play. Drew Holiday,
Lou Williams, yeah.
Yes. Even Elton Brand was playing pretty good.
Yeah, Elton Brand.
Their defensive team, you know, they're well coached. Doug Collins, I mean, he's a veteran coach.
Yeah.
He's given his team an identity also. Okay.
Yeah, they're playing hard for him.
Playing very hard. Now number 5, I have Orlando. Dwight Howard is he's a freak.
Yeah.
I think he's rebounding. He's over 14 rebounds per game.
Yeah, there's true centers in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
But I just don't think he's committed to the team, and that's causing problems now.
Sure.
They're inconsistent. Although Turkoglu is playing better too.
They're on that list right now. Yes.
Yeah, they're a top 5 team right now in the East.
Okay.
All right, number 6, I have Boston.
With
their creaky old bundles.
Boston.
Yes. You know, they still have a decent nucleus, but they're just old.
They are
very old. You know, they're a good playoff team. You know, they're going to cause people problems still, but I just think they're not. They're just too old.
Yeah, they are.
You know, they might make a trade.
They're a sleeper team. They could bite you. They can bite you, but
they're going to cause some problems.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't think that they're going to even make the Eastern Conference.
It's the East.
Yeah. Right. Okay, now number 7, I have Atlanta, the ATL. You know, always been a mid-tier team. You know, and I kind of like their nucleus. I like Josh Smith, Joe Johnson, Horford, and Horford's hurt, by the way.
Yeah.
But
8, and he should be back in about a month and a half or something.
Yeah. They just don't have that guy that can step up. That usually, you need that guy to step up in the playoffs.
They have nobody that can step up. Joe Johnson did like the last how many All-Star games? He just can't step up.
Yeah. You know, and everybody, they seem like
all the time. He's not good.
Yeah, they all have the same personality on that team too, which is not good. All right, last but not least, I have the New York Knickerbockers. Okay, Jeremy Lin. They finally found that point guard that can distribute the ball. Carmelo Anthony has to learn how to move the ball or shoot. You know, don't hold the ball.
How about play defense?
Yeah, definitely play defense. You're right.
Yeah.
And Stoudemire needs to learn how to do that too. Everybody on that team needs to learn from Tyson Chandler. But they have been better defensively.
Yes, they have.
Okay.
Because of Chandler.
Right. So
and Amari. 2 big men.
2 big men.
So that's your top 8 in the East, huh?
Yep.
I'm gonna give you my top 8 in the East. I mean, clear as day, Miami's number 1. Same thing, Wade, LeBron, Bosh. That just speaks for itself. Chalmers playing good, Miller. I mean, that team's just lights out.
Right.
Number 2, definitely the Bulls. I think they're the best all-around team in the NBA. You know, I mean, Noah, Boozer, Dang, Rip, and Derrick Rose. Last year's MVP. I mean, that's the best starting 5 all around on paper to me. I mean, they possibly could vault up, but Miami's just on fire. Number 3, my surprise right here, 3rd best team. Once again, this is the best teams. I believe the New York Knicks should be the 3rd best team in the East. You know, I agree with what you said about Jeremy Lin. He can distribute the ball. The problem is he distributes it to both teams. You know, he gets 8 assists and 8 turnovers. You know, so I mean that might cost them right now, but
just give him more NBA clock.
Trading Chauncey Billups hurts them. They got Amari and Chandler and Carmelo, J.R. Smith, the new addition. They needed another J.R. Smith.
Let's not forget Baron Davis coming off the bench.
Yeah, Baron Davis is there. Maybe you can borrow one of J.R. Smith's tattoos. Number 4, I actually have Orlando. You know, the reason why I got them number 4 instead of number 3 is just because they've got Dwight Howard only, as far as I'm concerned. Circaloo's the ageless wonder. Jameer Nelson's just not good enough yet. J.J. Redick is not the guy.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that Dwight Howard is going to get traded before the...
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm glad you're finally asking me questions, so I can give you some insightful knowledge here.
I want to see what you think.
Yes, and you know what? And when he does get traded, they're going to probably drop off my list.
Oh, definitely.
They might go to my number 8 team.
I mean, what value, you know, could they get?
Yeah, wherever Dwight Howard goes, that could change both of my lists. One of those teams can move up to number 1 or 2 instantly.
Oh yeah.
Number 5, I got Atlanta. You got them down a little further, but I think that's another team right there that I think that they're another all-around team. They got too many good players on their team. They just need to put it together, and I think they can. Martin Williams, Horford, Johnson. I mean, they're Jeff Teague running the point. They're all right.
Solid team.
Number 6, I got Boston. Old, for sure. Old minus Rondo. Rondo is a stud.
He is a stud.
And the fact of the matter is, when you have a stud point guard like that, and you're playing in the East, they're number 6.
My problem with Rondo, though, is hit your free throws. You're a point guard.
Sure.
You're always going to have the ball.
Sure.
You need to at least be shooting 75 to 80%.
His athletic ability just takes over. He's top 4 point guard in the game. Number 7, I got the Indiana Pacers. You know, their record's pretty good. I mean, they got Collison running the point. They're doing pretty good. They got Danny Granger. You know, they have a pretty good team. David West there.
Good pickup.
Your boy Roy Hibbert. Your boy Roy Hibbert, who will get pushed around eventually.
Hey, he's getting better though.
Needs to put a little bit of strength on him, and he'll be better.
Can't knock the hustle. He's working hard on off season.
Oh yeah, he's improved definitely. Number 8, which it's hard to pick number 8. You can just throw any team out there, I guess. But I guess I'd put Philly out there. It's too bad I had to pick an 8th team here. Philly, I guess they're good. Drew Holiday, I guess he's pretty good.
You guess.
Supposedly.
You'll see in the playoffs.
Evan Turner, I mean, one night you get 2 points, one night you get 14. The next night you get 3 points.
It's only a second.
Yeah, he's a defensive guy. I mean, as far as the number 2 pick, that's bust alert written all over it for me. Let's move on to the Western Conference here.
The West first.
Okay, I'll go with the West first.
Okay.
Once again, I think number 1's clear over there. I think it's Oklahoma City. Durant, Harden, Westbrook. You know, there's just with Durant and Westbrook, you're just looking at major talent.
Yeah.
And athletic ability. I mean, that's it. And James Harden plays defense. They got Perkins. They got the big guy there. I mean, they're doing all right.
Right.
Number 2, I got San Antonio. I hate putting them at number 2, but you have to. Fundamental basketball. If you want to learn how to, if you're a kid and you want to learn how to play basketball, watch them. Very boring, but they're still number 2. I mean, Tim Duncan, boring. Tony Parker, boring. Manu Ginobili, not boring.
Right.
The rest of the team, boring, but they're still number 2. Pick and roll. Karl Malone and John Stockton of the 2012. Number 3, I got the Dallas Mavericks. Clearly they're the champs. You got to put them up there. Dirk Nowitzki. They lost Chandler. Jason Terry just does not have fear of anything. He'll shoot that ball. Yeah. Jason Kidd still plays, surprisingly.
That's all you can say about Jason Kidd?
Well, Jason Kidd's a Hall of Famer, but,
Definitely.
They call him Ace for a reason.
Give him
He
some
can't
props.
shoot. No J. Number 4, LA Clippers. Most improved team so far this year. You got Blake Griffin, Chris Paul, Chauncey Billups, DeAndre Jordan down low. I mean, that team is just studded up right now. I mean, they just took the NBA by storm right now, and they're still running with it. Number 5, I got the LA Lakers. It's too bad I got to put them down there because I'm a Kobe fan. Kobe runs the show, but the thing is they got a lot of controversy right now with Paul Gasol going on. I mean, a lot of trade talk there. I mean, I think it's ruining the team chemistry right at this moment.
I mean, but yet and still, they're playing well though. Still,
Yeah.
with all that going on.
You know, you got Kobe Bryant, who's just a mental bulldog and knows how to just take games over. But then you got guys like Meta World Peace and Rasheed Wallace, 2 superstar nobodies. Retire, please, both of you. Number 6, I got Portland. That's an all-around team right there. You know, they got that's another all-around team. They got Batum, they got Camby, LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, they lose Brandon Roy, Greg Oden. I mean, these guys, they just find a way. Gerald Wallace. I mean, they find a way somehow. You know, you lose Greg Oden, a potential stud, number 1 pick, and then you lose all-career all-star Brandon Roy, you know, for forever. And that's, I mean, they still make it. Number 7, I got Memphis. Marc Gasol. If he was as good as his brother, they'd be a little better. But Rudy Gay's the man there.
I think Gasol, Mark is better than his brother.
Oh, yeah. See, now that's another Cletus prediction right there. That is
Yes,
wrong.
sir. Not afraid to say that.
Yeah, you know what? You got to stick with your guns. Yep. Mark that one down. You know, that in Indiana. You know, rewind. Hit the rewind button. Yes, he said it. Number 8, I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets. You know, they're a pretty solid team. I mean, you know, that trade actually, they did get a lot of depth in there. You know, they got Gallinari. He's actually running the show there. Nene got his money, and he's playing well.
Yeah.
You know, they lost J.R. Smith, but that's fine. Let's move on.
Kenyon Martin.
Yeah, they do got Kenyon Martin. He's another one. Please retire.
No, I mean, they lost him.
Oh, that's right. They did get him. That's right. He went to the LA Clippers. Retire. Don't ruin that team, please.
We're talking about depth here.
Yeah, depth. Yeah. He should. What do the most NBA teams have? Like 13 guys, something like that. 14. He should be 13 or 14 off their bench. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He should be the 13th.
Remember
or 14th
that,
guy.
folks. Remember that.
Kenyon Martin. What have you done? Yep. Kenyon, remember that. Let's go with your top 8 on the West.
All right. Number 1, I have Oklahoma City. You've already said everything about them.
Yeah, they're just studs.
Durant, Westbrook.
Durant's just a stud.
Yeah. I mean,
6'10" and can shoot like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they're
Dunk in
playing
your
well.
face.
Although they did lose Eric Maynor.
Yeah.
Tore his ACL. He came off the bench for Westbrook.
Yeah.
Now that's going to kind of show in the playoffs, unless they pick somebody else up.
They will.
But I digress.
Point
Right now
guards.
they're playing very well.
Average point guards are very easy to find.
Second string, he was not average. He was second string. I mean, most second string anybody is average, but I mean he's okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's a good point guard.
They'll be able to replace him.
Okay. Second team I have is Dallas, the Mavs. Coming off of the championship, they got off to a bad start. Dirk was not in good shape.
Dirk and donuts.
Yeah, but now he's tearing it
Party
up.
time. Party time's over.
You know he's partying. I would have partied too. That was his
Mark
first.
Cuban taking care of his boys.
Right. But they're showing some championship savvy right now.
Yeah.
They're playing pretty good. Carlisle has his boys, playing. He got a lot of new people too, so
Yeah, you
everybody
got it.
to blend in. Okay, number 3, I have your boring team, the San Antonio Spurs.
Fundamental basketball.
Duncan, Ginobili, Parker,
Greg Popovich, great coach.
Greg Popovich is a very brilliant coach.
Pick and roll boring.
Yeah, I mean, but they win games.
No high flying athleticism.
But you know what? In the playoffs, it's always a matchup thing with them.
Yeah.
If they get with the right team, they match up well with them,
They
they'll
can beat
go far.
anybody. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, number 4, I have the Lakers. Mr. Kobe Bryant is shooting a lot more this year,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
they're still winning.
Yep. Back to the old Kobe. It's interesting to see what goes on with
And
Gasol.
I will say that Paul Gasol thing is putting an X on the team right now, but they're still playing good.
Yeah. I did mention.
Bynum's playing
Yep.
well.
Yeah. He was. I mentioned earlier that there was 2 true centers. Andrew Bynum has improved greatly.
Well,
He is the clear number 2 true center in the NBA.
Yeah,
I mean.
they picked up more size with Rasheed, although he doesn't play inside.
Yeah.
But at least he can hit the 3.
Yeah.
So
To
he's not going to be a world
to be
beater.
determined. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a decent pick.
Mr. Technical.
All right, now I have the Clippers as my 5th best team in the West. clearly they have added a lot of good things. Chris Paul, Blake Griffin's still doing his thing.
Chauncey.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan.
How about
Chauncey's hurt?
How about that's
Chauncey's
pretty
hurt for the
pretty
rest
loaded
of the
conference
season.
when you got to put the Clippers at 5 with those guys.
Yeah, well, I would have them a little bit higher, but they're the Clippers still.
And Chauncey's hurt for the season.
And Chauncey is hurt for the season. We'll see what they do in the
That'll hurt.
playoffs.
Yes.
But they're a pretty good team right now. Portland is my sixth team. With all the things that's going on with Portland, they are still here.
Yeah, they are. All-around team, that's why. Because they're an all-around team. Yeah,
And
some
you got to give
some
it up
decent
to
athleticism
David
down there.
as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Aldridge has always been my boy.
He's a stud.
He's
LaMarcus
been a
Aldridge is a
beast,
stud.
man.
He's a
Wow.
beast.
Now, number 7 is Memphis. I'm a little disappointed in Memphis. I know Zach Randolph is hurt, but I just thought that they would play better. They would have played better this year. Rudy Gay came back.
Yeah,
what's going on there?
Rudy Gay's a stud.
He's a stud.
No Randolph, but you do got Rudy
Randolph,
Gay.
though, but come on now. You have to play better,
Oh,
especially after last season. The heroics they did last season. All right, now my number 18 is Minnesota. Rubio, Love. They're
Overrated, overhyped.
That's a
Not
great.
Love is a stud, but Ricky Rubio is good. But
Rubio knows the game.
yeah, he does.
He knows how to pass the ball. He knows how to manage the team.
Yep.
He's a good point guard. He's a consummate point guard. You got to give it up to them. I think they do have maybe a year or two before they can really get their game
A couple
going.
more. They got Derek Williams. They
Derek
had a
Williams is
decent
gonna be a
draft.
good player.
Yep.
Yes.
Um,
So that's my top 8.
let's go on to right now to see who your most improved team is.
All right. My most improved team would be the Clippers.
Yeah,
Clip show.
I had the Clippers too. And the Clippers, I think, clearly. I mean,
Clearly.
Chauncey hurt right now. That's actually hurt them a little bit. But right now, the Clippers are the most improved team, definitely.
Yeah, no
I agree.
arguments
I
there.
agree with you on that. Yeah, for once.
For once.
Well, we go with your most disappointing team
Twice,
right
maybe?
now.
Twice.
Yeah,
My most
possibly.
disappointing team?
Yeah.
Memphis.
Memphis.
Memphis just they're not really playing well. They're inconsistent this year.
Down on Memphis.
They were kind of inconsistent during the regular season last year, though. But
They made a
got it
playoff
together.
run.
They
They made a good playoff
I
run.
thought that momentum would swing into this season, but obviously it hasn't.
No, not yet.
So they need to get it together.
You know, Mike Conley he's a good
Conley,
player, but it's just trying to
he's
run the point.
inconsistent,
Yeah,
though,
he's replaceable. my most disappointing team so far, I have the New York Knicks. I expected a lot more out of them this year.
Did
right
you
now.
really?
Yes, but I still have, but I also still have faith. This is the mid-season right now. This is my most mid-season disappointing team. But I also have them coming back and winning their conference and just storming. Jeremy Lin stops turning the ball over. Live up to the hype. He's doing pretty good. Melo plays some defense. Amari and Tyson Chandler will do their thing down low. I mean, they'll be all right.
Okay. All right.
And how about let's go shoot for mid-season MVP right now. Who do you have?
LeBron James.
Yeah, I clearly have LeBron James on that too. His game he's just elevated it to another level, which is surprising. I didn't think he could. Besides, once
And I think what he's doing too, he's making the other players around him better.
better,
As
definitely.
well. And I didn't think he was really that capable of doing that with Dwayne Wade being on the team.
Once that boy learns how to shoot, it's very dangerous.
Well, he needs to learn how to shoot. He needs to shoot. He needs to shoot better. Well, free throw shooting has to improve as well. And the clutch gene, he may not have that.
Yeah.
But
You know what?
he has everything else.
Yeah, I don't want to go on ahead and pick to me it's a little too early to tell on the NBA championship team right now. But if I just had to throw one out there, just to throw one out there right now, I'd hate to say it, but Miami's just kind of unstoppable right now. But there's a lot of teams that can go. It's too early.
Bandwagon.
Yeah, who
They're
would you just
bandwagon
throw a
though.
name out there right now?
Chicago Bulls.
Okay, it's still too early in the season. I like the Bulls a lot too. Let's see in the second half of the season
Watch
how
what
that
Rip
goes.
City do. Watch what he does.
Well, let's see what Rip City does. I like that.
Second half and in the playoffs.
It's too bad the Pistons had to get rid of him. Well, once again, this was our mid-season NBA All-Star break show here. We're going to come at you with a NBA playoff show as it gets toward the later in the season. Go break down our seedings, our matchups, and everything. Once again, this is Big Pimpin. My man Cletus right here.
Ladies, yours truly. He's wrong all the time, by the way.
You know what? Just make sure you rewind his speech twice. So yes, he did say it. No, you weren't drinking if you were stoned or anything like that. Yeah, must have been. Hey, rewind. Once again, Big Pimpin coming at you.